Welcome everybody to another episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. Today we're going to be jumping into the 23 and 1 time machine. That's right, jumping into some of my past favorite court sentencings. And when I say favorite, it ain't because I love to see people get locked up. Trust me, look, I've been to prison 2 times, man, that shit tell. The reason why these are my favorites is because it made me laugh tremendously. First guy pretty much said he did his crime because he was helping Uncle Sam for taxes. I know some of y'all remember that one. Well, we're going to get to it today. Now, some of these clips, I'm not going to break down exactly why they're in the courtroom. If you want to run back the full video and get more details on it, I'll have it linked in the description of the video in the comment section below in the order that I have them in the video today. So let's get right into it. If you enjoyed this type of content, all things lockup and crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out my playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today. Now let me go ahead and give you a little bit of background before we jump into the boot smoking. 34-year-old James Adam Walker pled guilty Tuesday to deliberate homicide and kidnapping. Walker and 29-year-old Jacobson's the one who's going to be sentenced today, are accused of kidnapping DeJuan Laster of Rockford, Illinois, and his girlfriend from the Billings motel room. Prosecutors said they robbed Laster of $8,000, freed his girlfriend, and then killed Laster in a culvert in a remote area outside of the city. Walker's plea agreement recommends a 60-year prison sentence, but I believe he was sentenced to 40. And today we're going to be watching Jacobson's sentencing.
I would like to ask for your patience as I give my final testimony. In doing so, I pray that DeJuan's family will find some closure. To the Laster family, I want to specifically cover why exactly that DeJuan and I's paths crossed on that tragic night. I do have the utmost respect for the criminal justice system. Mr. Twido and Mr. Zink are trying to keep our community safe from people like myself. And unfortunately, Mr. Zink dealt with my federal case where I was sentenced to consecutive time at the federal prison. And once again, because of choices I made in institutions, I was sent to a maximum security federal penitentiary. And that played a lot deeper role than I expected. I feel as though that played the most major role in the choices and decisions that I ended up making once I was released into the community. Unfortunately, the role I took, I had some street contacts about these casinos, and they were having casino games where players would come with cash buy-in, and they would put together a game outside of the casino, and then while inside the casino, they would gamble on the table legitimately. And so my justification at this point was, I'm gonna start robbing these casinos in the community that are trying to scam Uncle Sam for taxes.
Ah, no, we did throw Uncle Sam in the mix. Oh my God.
I'm gonna start robbing these casinos in the community that are trying to scam Uncle Sam for taxes. And I don't feel like I have a lot of... I apologize for what I did. And I just pray that my father and my sister forgive me, and that my wife can forgive me for what I did. And
those are jail chairs. I've seen so many people cut legs off them chairs and turn them into shanks. Cut the legs off with just some string from the mat, things like nylon string. Cut right through them chair legs. Shank time. What's really funny is when you cut the legs all the way through except for a little bit, so they're still sitting up, but when someone sits in them, they snap. Alright, so let's get serious again. This guy's obviously distracted with the herd of people that just ran in the courtroom while he's giving his last pleas of help, trying to squeeze out these tears.
That one day, my son, that's my son. son.
You weren't thinking about your son when you kidnapped the girl and killed her old man.
I sincerely apologize for taking that little boy from you. And I want to ultimately, ask for your mercy.
He will be sentenced to 50 years to the Montana State Prison. That sentence will be concurrent with count 1. Count 3 will be dismissed. On count 4, you're sentenced to 30 years to the Montana State Prison, consecutive to all other counts. Count 5, 20 years to the Montana State Prison, consecutive to all other counts.
Let's go ahead and watch this viral video of this individual fainting after being sentenced to just 3 years in prison.
3 years, which is the minimum on count 1 of that. As to count 2 case, felonious assault, a felony of the 2nd degree, it is ordered that the defendant shall serve a term of 2 years in prison on that count. As to count 3 of that case, the robbery, which is also a felony of the 2nd degree, the court orders that the defendant shall serve a term of 2 years on that count. Well, I haven't finished yet. On the sole count of the indictment in case 564, felony of the 3rd degree, the court orders that the defendant shall serve a term of 9 months in prison on that count. All of these terms are going to be served concurrently.
You claim you're innocent, so you tell me what sentence the man or woman that you claim did this should receive.
Find out who did them, they deserve to be under the jail.
So they ought to get the maximum sentence.
Most definitely.
Okay. On the crime of malice murder, I sentence you to life in confinement without parole. On concealing the death of another, I sentence you to 10 years in confinement, consecutive or after.
Mr. Jones, if you stand right here before me, please. Going on record today, January the 30th, 2012. Mr. Jones, I'm here to set your bond this morning. I don't know anything about your individual case. If you do not understand the law that you're charged under, I'll be glad to explain the law to you. You have a charge of possession of a weapon during a violent crime and also a charge of murder. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, I will be glad to screen you to see if you qualify. Next appearance date scheduled for March the 9th at 9 o'clock in the morning at the courthouse at 109 Park Avenue, with a second hearing date scheduled for June the 1st, 1:30 in the afternoon, probable cause. What was your intent, your knowledge, your involvement? Did you violate the laws of the state that you've been charged under? If they cannot establish probable cause, then your charges can be dismissed at this hearing, but you can be directly indicted if there's enough evidence to take before a grand jury. This is the form to request that hearing. You will need to turn this in to your attorney or give it to the solicitor on your next appearance date.
He ain't got
March
bad
9th.
teeth, though.
If you fail to turn it in to one of the parties, then that means you have possibly waived your right to have this hearing.
Yo, why are they zooming in on his hair
Do you
and shit?
understand the charge of possession of a weapon during a violent crime?
Yeah.
On that charge, if you're found guilty, it can carry a sentence of up to 5 years and or a fine in the discretion of the court. Do you understand the charge of murder? Do you understand the law pertaining to murder?
Yeah.
That can carry up to life imprisonment or the possibility of death, according to the law. On these charges, Mr. Jones, do you wish for me to screen you for a court-appointed attorney?
Does it look like it?
I don't have any idea. I just ask that you answer my questions. Are you currently employed?
No.
Do you want me to screen you for an attorney?
No.
You gonna hire your own?
I don't need one.
Mr. Jones, I never advise anyone to go into court regardless of the charge without an attorney. Do you want to be screened for an attorney?
I don't care.
Mr. Jones. You state at this time you are currently unemployed. I am going to pre-qualify you for a court-appointed attorney.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness the judge and the defendant get into a little bit of a heated discussion.
Don't press your luck
Or
with...
what? You gonna sentence me? Is that what you gonna do?
You know what, Mr. Hastings? I am.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
I don't really want to care why. Just get on with
Just
the
shut your damn mouth, sir.
Oh, I'm not gonna shut my mouth.
Next time, I'm gonna have you gagged.
You're gonna have me gagged, huh?
You're right, I am.
Okay. Have me gagged then.
Oh my God! This man Hastings, you are kind of funny, bro. Gag me then. Look at this damn attorney, man. He can't believe it. It's horrible video quality, but you can still tell he can't believe it. But just like a good attorney does, they keep on writing for no damn reason. Right.
Hastings, based upon your conduct in this court, your conduct in the community, I am accepting the state's recommendation.
Good. Thank you. I'll take another.
Mr. Hastings.
I'll take another, sir.
Hastings is in contempt of court at this point, Counselor. I see the attorneys back in chambers for a moment, please. For the record, Mr. Hastings, I see no reason not to stick with the decision I made.
Absolutely. I'm thankful for that, Your Honor. That's great.
You're wasting your time with me now, Mr. Hastings. I know how to handle a guy like you. The only thing I can say to you on behalf of all the citizens of this community, bye-bye.
Thank you. That's great. Is that it? 2 words? Bye-bye?
Man, oh man, those were some crazy clips, huh? Like I said, if you want to run it back, I'll have the full videos linked in the comment section description of the video. But yeah, these clips to me are legendary. You know, I've done a lot of different courtroom sentencings, and the more that I went down the list, the more I was like, God, maybe I should put this one in there. Not to mention all the courtroom analysis that I could make a compilation of. I wish someone else would do it for me, but maybe I'll get there one of these days, man. They're pretty hilarious in themselves. Anyway, stay tuned. I got another crazy story coming your way from Alabama tomorrow. It's nuts, man. Something's going on in that damn state's prison system. So be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, as always, ladies and gentlemen, y'all be easy, be safe, and stay free.